Hello, 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 hello. I just wanted to say hello, David. I know this is your show. I wanted to, I just wanted you to have all the limelight. So I wanted to make sure we said cheers before you started.
Salud. It is Friday afternoon, the 27th of January. We are at PodFest Expo 2023 at the lovely, beautiful, as you can see behind us, Renaissance Hotel at SeaWorld, Orlando, Florida. Hey, everyone. This is David Washington with Joel Hawksley, the David Washington Show. We're here. I'm back after I guess a little, time away for personal reasons, a death in the family, but I'm back. I'm happy to be back. We last talked about relationships. Today, we're going to talk about, just going to keep it very, relationships, keep it very simple. It's PodFest. It's our first one. We volunteered behind the scenes and made some great contacts. It was fun. And it's Friday evening. We're having our beer, and it's been a good week, a long week. We had the Indian American Chamber of Commerce India Day kickoff celebration at Roboland last night, which was fantastic. Thanks to Shiv for our complimentary tickets. It was fantastic, and we will be members. Jay and Washington will be members in February of the Indian American Chamber of Commerce. They've been good friends, great opportunities to network, great events will be at India Day in February at the Orlando Magic game at the Amway Center.
We always talk about lighting, and maybe it's an issue or something, but we have these really fantastic lights above us. Make you look fantastic. You look like awesome.
Thank you.
Now, if you see this white bobbing thing over here, it's me because wow, there's a lot of light. I have to be back here man, look, I know I have a high forehead, but
You have a high forehead. I took the shine off my head when I went to the bathroom before we broadcast, and I was like, it was getting a little sweaty, but
I don't know. You just said you were cold.
I was, but I realized I had a little shine, a little sweat, but it's they turned up the AC here, and I'm okay with that because I got my jacket on and I'm comfortable.
Man, I thought they turned on the heat because it's so cold outside. This is Florida. It gets into 50 and they start freezing. So
tell me about it.
You from Chicago, me from Massachusetts. We're stuck in Florida. Ooh.
Hey, with the snow that's happening in Chicago, I'd rather be right here than Chicago. Although my sweetheart is in Chicago right now with family, I would rather be with her than here, to be honest. But the weather's great.
Hey, but at least we're not live.
Yes.
See, I decided to record us because I want to make sure it comes out right this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made a mistake in the last one, but I will have it fixed because we have the best equipment.
Yes, we do.
So our equipment is great. But I saw so many wonderful gadgets and microphones and
oh my goodness.
If I had
software.
If I had an unlimited amount of money invested in us, we would have everything probably 3 times over because I would try everybody's product. They're so wonderful. All these people, they share. One person doesn't sell mics. He's using the mics of the other guy. Phenomenal group of people.
It's a lot to offer here, and you really have to take your time here at the expo and listen to what has to be offered. We listened to a few of the experts and not the experts, give their presentations, and it was thoughtful, it was informative, persuasive, and I have to hand it to Chris, Annette, Victoria, the rest of the volunteers, that they put on a really good show for the last several days.
Yeah, and also Mark. Mark is...
And Mark, I'm sorry.
The only reason I say Mark is, was it not funny? He gives us a briefing and he says, I might come across as being angry, but I'm really not angry. And yet I have seen nothing but a smile on that man's face.
Yeah, because
And the stress level around here for these poor people is incredible, but they never lose a smile.
Mark smiles as he walked past you because he's ignoring you. I'm just kidding,
Yeah,
Mark.
well,
No,
you can
Mark has
interrupt
been
him.
helpful.
You can interrupt him all you want to, but he's like, there's nothing we can't fix as long as it's not too big, right?
Exactly.
And we have fixed some things out here. But David, you volunteered for this. This
Sure
is your
did.
show, and I'm like, want to interview you. I mean, you got us here
Yes.
through a relationship, through a relationship, and then the relationship got us here, and then our work ethic
Mhm.
and our company intern, we just clicked. We did the things we were told to do. Volunteering, just if you do a good job, and it's appreciated, it goes a long way.
Indeed. Indeed. I wish that John was here this day. I think he would have enjoyed it, especially as our engineer producer of our shows. There's so much that he would have been able to talk about and learn in regards to podcasting and the equipment and just the ideas that other people have. Uh,
I just want you to say, look, lighting and everything else for tonight is totally on us. We screwed it up. I mean, I screwed it up.
no,
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 no, no. The lighting.
because John's not here. I'm just saying, if John's not here,
Mm.
like, I'm
Stop
a little white
apologizing.
glove.
Stop
No, no,
apologizing. It's our
John.
show.
John will do it.
It's
No,
our product.
but I'm
It's our
saying
content.
the thing I like about it is where we're at today,
Yeah.
and where we'll be a month from now will be leaps and bounds, and we're having fun right now. And I thought, man, David, we're doing a show a day late, and will it be good? And
Of course.
we found a great backdrop. This is a great
Oh
backdrop
my
too.
goodness!
I mean,
You have to watch just for the scenery. You have to watch the "You Can't Make This Up" show from today. I really like.
you see, he
that
didn't say the
background.
word. It's his show, so he won't say shit.
Oh, I did. I
You
did.
skipped it. Yeah.
What did I say?
You can't make this up.
Oh, you can't make this shit up.
Oh, there you go.
That's the name of the show. Oh yeah, I cuss.
I know you were. I know you. Hey, I know you were about to say it, but I'm like, wait, David just like
I skipped over it because I
PG
got excited about the background.
he PG'd the whole show.
Right. And the first time my mom listened to it, I was like, "Oh boy, did I cuss up a storm!" And then she listened to the "You Can't Make This Shit Up" show, and she was like, "Come on, give me some more of that. Come on, be stronger. Come on."
Oh
I
yeah,
was like, "Oh okay,"
but being strong, man. Like these people here have taught different things. Like, don't just get carried away because you think it sells, because it doesn't. Like the audience,
just be yourself.
the audience wants to hear their opinion. They want to hear your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have entertainment.
Correct. And being yourself is part of that content that they want. And the personality, I believe, is just part of it. The content is, the subject matter is another. And we're talking about building a relationship with our community of followers and people who will watch our show and comment and share and like and get in touch with us and be on the show. That's who we want. And on my at one point on my Twitter profile, I said I don't want to be famous with the world. I just want to be famous with you. And that's what it is to me about doing this podcast, providing very good content. Pretty much, how to run a very good campaign and the experiences that we've had in politics and the world around us.
How to
and
fix a
sharing that
flat
with you.
tire.
No, I'll pass on that. I know how to do that.
But no,
I can
think
do
about
that.
it. You fix
Bam.
don't you fix a flat tire almost every day?
It seems like
I
it.
mean, come on. There's always somebody who lets out some air.
Oh, holy shit.
I mean, that's why we have a show called "You Can't Make This Shit Up."
Oh, not a week past. Sometimes not a day past.
Not an hour sometimes.
Holy shit. Mercy. Mercy. So, it's great to be back behind the mic for You Can't Make This Shit Up, for the David Washington Show. I know you can't wait to get behind the mic for the Morning Constitution.
Oh, man, I missed the Morning Constitution. I might actually I might just actually right after this
Mhm.
find another location and get a lot of hot women, and we can talk about walking to their room.
You know,
I am going to get myself in trouble. No, I mean, this is
Joel, wouldn't it
a beautiful place and beautiful people. Just spirit in the people here. They enjoy what they do, and
They
the
do.
majority are like me. They have to pretend to be extrovert. I'm an introvert. I'm okay right now because I know that whoever's watching me can think anything, and I don't have to worry about it.
Right, right.
But if I'm in a room and I'm looking at you, I'm wondering what you're thinking about me. But I don't care. Whatever you're thinking about me,
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just yeah. Who
Okay.
cares anymore?
I don't care.
I care what your mother thinks.
She's hot.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think. What, hey, your mom, she didn't even want to meet me.
My mom, it's like, come on, mom, come to office, do the podcast, meet the guys at the office, see what I do, see that, I'm actually making something of my life, please. But no, she's fine. She enjoys listening to the podcast. If I could, tear her away from her K dramas, but she really enjoy what we do, and she knows I enjoy everything that we do. And something, I just came up with an idea. If we could go back to the German um, podcast equipment,
Uh huh.
mic
Right.
manufacturers, and see if we could borrow that really fancy mic and maybe go up and down the hallway and just talk to
Oh,
people
you know,
through our
I'm thinking about.
podcast.
Look, tomorrow, if we come in tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'm going to say, look, I want to broadcast. I want to use your stuff. I want to talk about your stuff. I will promote your stuff for the whole morning Constitution. But that mic was hot.
It was nice.
I mean, he wants to get us he wants us to do the battery one, and I think that's great, and it can last a while. But
But I
a
want
rechargeable
right
with 3 different mic tops.
that we could take out into the wild and do the man on the street interviews
Oh yeah.
and do it at conventions, hobnobs,
You don't need to look at our
events.
you don't have to look at our faces. You can hear our voices, and you can hear
Right.
us on buses. You can hear us talking
Right.
to actual people. We can actually go interview the people that don't want to talk to us at that moment.
Mhm.
And ask Imani, we can go to her office and she could kick us out or something. I don't know. I mean, she wouldn't. I mean, I think she's nice enough.
Could go
She may not. She may not be there.
go to the Democratic whatever thing they put together every
Wait,
year,
wait.
and the Republican,
Wait.
Sunshine Summit.
The
That's
Democrats.
what we should do.
The Democrats are online, so we don't have to go very far.
I'm not talking about their general meeting every month. No, I'll pass.
Okay, so
But
we
I
talk.
wonder if we could just give them our license and say, can we borrow the mic and use it for a podcast? And we'll just do like, the man on the street,
Are you
walk up to people and interview.
look? I can get a $40,000 car rented for a weekend. I hope I can get a $600 mic for about an hour.
I think for the whole freaking day. If they want us to purchase it, then let us use it. I mean, really, what a great
use it.
opportunity.
If you're gonna buy it, you need to abuse it because that thing looks solid.
It did, and the sound quality looked great. I just wonder, how does it all fit with what we do? I mean, how does it fit with our equipment?
Well, I mean, as far as video, you're talking. We lose the video content, but
Right.
We're not in it for the video content. We're sitting here talking.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody needs to have a video. We're trying to make sure that we're doing an audience that they can hear us. We don't pause too much. Okay, I did that on purpose.
That's okay. I was just savoring my Yingling here.
Yeah, so we're gonna tell you what we're doing. And listen, I need a haircut so bad I have wings on my hair. I mean, put my glasses on, I see hair sticking out. I was like, is that my ear here or what? So, yeah, I'm going to describe it to you, people. I want you to enjoy having a conversation. I want you to know
Right.
that you can have these conversations too. Like, your relationships are going to be built off of who you are, what you believe in, and that you're not afraid to have a conversation, not an argument, not a knockdown, drag down fight because it's not worth it.
It's not at all.
I mean, I can tell you something that's absolutely true, and you can totally not believe me. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you this is what I know, this is where I got my source, this is why I
Mhm.
know it, and this is why I believe that way.
Just bring facts to the table.
Well, that's why I like your sign, even though it's wrong.
Which sign?
The one that,
Scorpio?
the one in the office, the one in the office.
Oh, the one above the door?
Yeah,
The Democrat one?
yeah, which could be the same as a Republican, but see,
Sure.
it's about logic and feelings. I think nowadays,
It
too
is.
much, too much
Too
feelings.
much. I don't give a fuck about your feelings, your emotions. Let's talk facts. Let's talk the truth. Not your truth, not my truth, but facts. And when we put aside the emotions and the passions in politics and get to what we need to do as a community is solve our problems together. That's the essence. That's the essence that I would like for us as Americans to get to, one person at a time.
Well, there you go, David. America, mic drop. No, I agree. Look, I think that the two-party system is never going to go away. I think that we need to come to some type of understanding where we finally admit that we're both right and we're both wrong.
I could do that.
And at some point, let's make our rights work together and our wrongs get out of the way. Like, I think one of the things that I will praise the Republicans for right now is talking about. I'm going to try to put it in a term. Impeachment.
Don't go too deep.
No, no,
Don't
no,
go too deep. It's
no.
Friday. It's Friday
I know,
evening.
but I'm saying this: the fact that it's like you are suffering from impeachment fatigue, and the Republicans know it because everybody's screaming for, Biden's head right now, and the speaker's going, "Really? I think the people have had enough of that shit."
Amen.
So, I mean, I have to agree with them on that, but you still have those in the Republican Party that will still draft it up and try to get it passed. Whatever. Let them look stupid.
The clown show will be the clown show.
Oh, tell them about that. So David and I were getting lunch here, and there was the main stage, and on the main stage was the owner CEO or of
Libsyn.
Lipson,
Libsyn.
and
Libsyn.
I thought, not only was he factual, and he was trying to explain something that we always talk about, like the media says something,
Mm-hmm.
and a little research goes a long way. Like, the podcast industry is not falling off the face of the earth, or you know just those quick headlines. Just don't read a headline and think it has all the facts.
That's right.
But then he says,
Do your own damn research.
yes, do your own damn research. And then he used the acronym. Do you remember the three acronyms he used?
I remember the last one. Well,
Well, I
I
love the
remember the
last one.
middle one. You are not the father.
Yeah, you're not the father. And the first
last
one,
What was the first one?
I thought was
You are. Or
you.
you. Why
I could.
something? It started with the Y.
Oh, you are ugly.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your baby's ugly.
Your baby's ugly. Your baby's ugly. So the first one's your baby's ugly. That means, like we're at right now, we have like one person watching the audience, and we're not getting anybody to
Hey, that's
follow
your
on.
show. I'm
I'm
got
saying,
millions.
look, I'm saying that's what this guy has to have a conversation with you and tell you your baby is ugly. Then the second conversation was, um, you get all this fake data. You think you're being blamed. It's like, how do you
Uh-huh.
explain this one? Well, it's not your baby.
Yep.
And then the
All
last
this
one.
phony. Go ahead.
No, no,
All this phony data, the bots that that you're buying,
Somebody else buying your stuff for you.
right? Ads just to say that you have, you know, thousands and thousands of followers or whatever.
But
No.
then he has the last one, and the last one was GS, and he says nobody's going to get this one, and I didn't get it, but I was kind of going through a list of things, and I kind of thought of that individual, and I'm like, no, he can't be going there,
Hmm.
but he went there.
Hmm.
GS, he's like, you're never going to get this. But it's because they lie to you. It's because they're trying to convince you that you are. They just lie to everybody.
Yeah.
And it goes on both sides. And he starts saying, well, what does that mean? You know, you can tell him what Jesus is because since it's my
George
part,
Santos.
since it's my party,
George Representative, Congressman George Santos.
yeah, the one
It
who
is what it is.
we talk about him all the time just because it's how the fuck, excuse my, how the fuck did he get elected?
Easily because one, the citizens didn't do their job. Two, the Democratic Party did not do its job. Three, the Republican Party did not do its job.
Actually, two is
Four,
two of the
the
Republicans.
media
Yeah.
did not
I would
do
put it a
their
little
job.
differently.
So,
Just because of the primary. I would say you have it absolutely right, but I put the Republicans first. The Republicans fucked up first. They got him through a primary.
no,
Then the Democrats had all that primary to prepare for this candidate, and yet they did no research on him either.
I have to put the Democrats first. If I understood correctly, this was a seat held by a Democrat, even through redistricting, it leaned Democrat.
Okay,
And the Democrats decided to go for a seat somewhere else.
and
They
lost.
lost. So it was a double whammy for the Democrats.
Okay.
So I have to put some response. If my understanding of the facts are, the Democrats didn't really have to open this up for this particular situation. Can't make this shit up.
You can't make this shit up. But
You can't.
David, I think I wanted to get on your show just because I want to really talk about. For me, it's how I've seen your podcast really touches the things that people need to know, like relationships. And you talk in depth about your father, or you talk in depth about those political relationships, and like the relationship that you and I have built here.
Right.
And people find it fascinating, but they also find it energizing. And now today they found it entertaining,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think there was a person that hit hit our show that just didn't have fun. Just they all enjoyed themselves. They enjoy themselves because they know that we're here to have fun. We're here to present a different perspective, and we really let them go with everybody has those moments, and share your moment
Mm-hmm.
of you can't make this shit up.
I want people to know that this is something that we do not just to do. It's a passion for us. The truth is a passion for us. Our goal is to, of course, entertain and educate. However, bring some really good ideas, some great people to you, to our community.
Okay, Chris Matthews. I'm Rush
Wow, I
Limbaugh.
haven't heard that name in a long time.
I'll be Rush Limbaugh.
Oh Lord, Rush is formidable. I don't know if I can match up.
Wait, you don't have
What
a tingle?
about what's
You
his
don't have a
name?
tingle up your leg?
No, I don't. Maybe what's his name? Schultz. What was his name? His first name I forgot.
George Schultz,
No.
a Democrat.
A Democrat. I think from Minnesota. Um, Large guy. He was a Republican at one point. Then I forgot his name. It'll come to me later. But I
Huh.
used to watch him a lot in my crazy liberal days.
Well,
I'm still liberal, but woo, was I out there?
David,
as a
I
liberal.
won't. I won't go with Al Franken.
Oh, I used to listen to Al Franken, and it's a shame he left the Senate the way he did. That was fucked up.
Oh well, he feels the same way now. He's
Mhm.
like, now this is funny
That was
because
fucked up.
usually through my lifetime, it's always this Republican being holier than thou, and all of a sudden they come to this moment where they get caught and they immediately, resign.
It's
Now here,
destructive politics.
he may have done it, may have not done it.
Who
He was
cares?
an entertainer. He was a comedian,
Yeah.
and he felt so much pressure from his own party that he leaves. I mean, and now he's regretting it because,
That was the beginning of wokeism.
oh yeah,
That was wokeism's maybe one of its first victims
well, I think here's the thing, and I'm
politically.
going to say it, and I'm not meaning it nasty,
It's fucked
but
up.
the Me Too movement for me, the only thing that really drives me crazy about it
Mhm.
is it changes the fact from innocent until proven guilty because you're automatically guilty because you've been accused. And it feels that there's no way you can get out of it because of the stigma that is laid at your feet. And I don't know how we overcome this relationship because I think women are strong. I think women don't need to be treated that way. They they need to be bold enough to say you're an asshole. Don't do that. And I feel for those that have been. I feel for those that have been
It's
abused.
Friday evening. Too heavy for me. Maybe
Oh my
another time.
goodness! No, I don't want to go there. I'm just
Maybe
saying.
another time for
I'm just
me.
saying. It drives
It's
me.
Friday.
Okay,
I'm sorry, Joel.
that's
It's
not. Hey, this
Friday,
is your show, anyways.
and it's that's heavy, and and
He's gonna
it is
punish me
what it
later.
is right now.
He's gonna punish me later.
I will punish him.
You
Now,
know. And
I,
so it's Friday. So
it
here,
is. It's beautiful.
it's a
It's
beautiful
beautiful here.
Friday, and we're in a great place.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the VIP room is this empty.
I don't get it, Joel. I mean, if you're gonna pay, oh, never mind. I like to get invited back next year, maybe as a host or a speaker or whatever.
Oh,
But I would think there'll be something a little special for the VIPs here.
well, there's water
Ah, yes, the essence of life,
and Pepsi.
water. Ugh. Coke next time, please.
Let me tell you.
If you're gonna do soda or pop, how about Coke? Coca-Cola, please.
Hey, we're gonna go to Atlanta and ask Coca-Cola to sponsor you because you're their friend.
Hey, we can use sponsors if you're interested in, great political comment and entertaining content. Hey, call us, message us. We're on social media. We're at j-washington.com, j-washington.com. We're on Facebook, Insta, Twitter. Look us up. I'm on Twitter, the
YouTube.
YouTube, of course, YouTube. LinkedIn, look us up, David Washington or David Elliott Washington. I can't remember which alias I'm under on LinkedIn. And Joel is on LinkedIn at Joel Hawksley. Uh, please, if you're interested in being a guest, we'll be sending out invites soon, the beginning of February, for people to determine whether or not they'll be interested in being guests on our shows. Particularly, you can make this shit up. And yeah, I'm at Apex Politico on Twitter. Look us up. My Facebook. Now, don't go to my personal Facebook. Just go to the Jay in Washington Facebook page. To
Yeah, well,
find me.
you only get accepted on that personal one if you're like really he knows you and he wants you to see him in his skivvies. No, that's fine. No,
Right.
no, I want to pitch a product. Can I pitch a product?
Pitch your product.
No, it's not
Wait,
ours.
wait. Is it? Well, it's not ours. Is it someone who likely will support us?
Well, I'm
In
going
the
to be a
future?
brand. I'm going to be a brand ambassador. So I'm going to.
Okay,
I
I'll give
really,
you 30 seconds.
I really fell in love with this product,
Go.
and
I like it too.
I think you really will like it too. You know, it's a place where you can monetize your knowledge, right? You're an expert
Mhm.
in something, and somebody may need to reach out to you, and you can charge what you feel that 10 minutes is worth.
Mhm.
Now, the owner of the company, I had a joke with him because it's $99 for 10 minutes. I don't have
$99.
$99, so I told him every minute I was with him in there in the expo was valuable to me. It was because he's the owner of a company that you can actually. It tells you if the person's online.
Right.
It tells you if they're live. You can call them. It will tell you if they're on another call, and then it will also tell you if they're not available. Where can you get that on LinkedIn? I needed to talk to a sex therapist, and I saw the sex therapist had only had 2 visitors, but she had a rating of 5. So I said, let me look her up. It gave me facts that only 2 people had reached out to her. I then backed
Her
off.
her husband and
No, no,
her mother.
yeah, but I backed off. I backed off because, you know, her specialty was LGBTQ.
Okay.
So since it wasn't a guy I was interested at the moment, I figured I'd have to find a different one. But no, I mean that's the thing. There's so I go to the joke with the sex therapist, but I honestly want you to know everybody's there.
What's the name of the product?
It's Owl, OWWL. Now,
Owl.
Owl, and you download Owl onto your phone. You'll be on a waiting list because they're going to check you out to make sure you're not some scam artist.
Hmm.
And then they're going to give you permission, and you're going to set yourself up. You're going to tell them what your interests are. You're going to tell them what you are knowledgeable in, and you're going to get rated by those that call you. You might want to start at $1 for 10 minutes. You may want to start higher. You take your talent and you set your price. You don't get anybody to call you, you might be asking a little too much, or you don't have the name recognition. So I love the product because it's an opportunity to instantly connect.
I think it's a great idea, especially for something like LinkedIn, the professional network, which we'll love to, and it's going to happen, make inroads with getting our content onto LinkedIn. And just to say a little bit about the content, we're going to make more dedication in our work week to bring more content to you, our viewers, our community. So I'm hoping that you look forward to that, and I'm really excited.
Well, David, I just appreciate you having me on your show. I'm disappointed that I haven't had you on my show, but
I don't get up early enough. I'm just
no, no,
kidding.
no. You're up early enough. It's just you're my number one audience, so probably the
Yay!
only one watching. Oh, I do enjoy it, but I'm going to change. I think I'll announce it on your show.
Mhm.
The Podfest did for me, um, brought me to a reality. Let's use that talent, for people to enrich themselves. So I think the morning Constitution is going to focus on the Constitution, on the common sense, on the documents that created this country, and really what the First Amendment says, how the two ways it's interpreted are, why it's interpreted the way it is, what the Supreme Court has done to make it stronger or weaker. So the content will be so fluent that it'll actually be something people might be interested in. And then I might get some people that say, "Oh, you're wrong, you're wrong," and give me an expert, give me an expert, and we'll have that conversation. So, no, this expo is great. I would recommend it to anybody who wants to podcast, anybody who wants to write a book. This is a great place to talk to people because they'll talk about storytelling, and they'll talk about how they can translate your podcast or your story into a book. Four publishers came out to this event, and I was like so shocked at the book.
I like the authors table that they had where they had all the authors lined up and you just approach them and they talk about their books and everything. I thought that was a brilliant idea. I like to incorporate something like that in our future ventures with political salsa.
Hey, David has put his started his book. It says by David Washington. Doesn't have a title. Doesn't have a first chapter. Doesn't have a content. but David,
It's a book.
but
It's
by
coming.
but by the time we're done, David's already got a book. He just doesn't know how to put it on paper yet. So
It's coming. It's coming. It's just a matter of time. I think our Leadership Academy will be in the manual first before my book will ever show up. So I think if there's anything that will have my name on it as an author, it will be the Leadership Academy that we're putting together and a collaborative effort.
it could be how to knock, and knock, and Bach. Okay, like, I mean, it's all those politics things, you know. Everybody's trying to duck from the media. Then they're trying to knock on the doors, and they get too hot, and they try to buck the system.
I think as things slow down, in my life, then perhaps I'll, write my memoirs. But right now, I'm having way too much fun doing what I'm doing.
And David, I'll see you
This
at
is
your
awesome.
funeral, and there won't be anything then because you're never going to slow down.
Isn't that how life is supposed to be?
Look, I'm slowing down. I guarantee you. I mean, from where I was, I'm definitely slower now. But no, I don't think you and I will ever slow down. I think
No.
that we just have this desire to help people
Yes.
and to mend these relationships. So look at you with your good posture and me sitting back, relaxing, getting all this.
No, I'm just sitting in between these two chairs. I got the back
Oh,
like in my butt here.
So you're better off tonight. I just got one back.
But I guess, I want to kick back, see if there's some dinner. Looks like they opened up the doors. Who knows? But I, I'm ready to eat or see if there's any food. Who knows? Or take a nap. But I really appreciate you doing this.
No, I appreciate you having me on show. I really appreciate being on your show. I mean, I could have sat on the other side and just broadcasted for you.
That's true.
And I could have run around and tried to bring people up here.
No, 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 no.
I could have gotten you in trouble with your girlfriend because you know me. I haven't stopped. Listen, there is a beautiful podcaster. No, there's a beautiful podcaster. She got this really wonderful smile, and we both got to meet her. But I was like, I was shocked that she's a single mother, and that she has a podcast about single mothers. And I mean, shocked. I mean, she is so friendly.
Sophia.
Sophia is so friendly, but
Mm-hmm.
again, she has a podcast. She presents it, and she helps others. And if we can help one person or 100 people, it's worth being on this show.
Yeah, yeah. I love what I do, and
Plus, it makes your mother have to watch me because she may not watch the middle show, but she may not watch the morning show, but she'll get to meet me. Hi, Mom.
awesome. On that note, we are broadcasting from PodFest Expo 2023. It has been great. There's 2 more days of it, and we're having a great time. We want to thank everyone that appeared on You Can't Make This Shit Up earlier today, the accommodations. This has been really great. I'm tired. It's Friday, hungry. The food's been good. I finished my beer. You all have a good one, and we'll see you Thursday. Next Thursday for the show. Okay? So, on that note, live your best lives and take care. Hey, don't forget to, like, subscribe, share to all your friends. You know, they watch the show. Swear that. Good morning, Constitution. Swear that. You can't make this shit up. Thursday. All new content coming in. It's all music and praise, okay? Look us up. We're all over the interweb, okay? See you next time.